Hello, hello, hello. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target. What shall it be? Ooh. Neat. That's a neat shape. What is this shape? Ooh, how do we make this shape? Is there a straightforward way to make this shape? I feel like I want to use a paragraph tag and make the first one. So what does that look like? Let's make it. Set a background. No, I want a border. So, okay. I'm getting a sense of how to make it. I guess the first thing I want to do is use margins to create the first one. And put the dark blue, green, dark green. So I'm going to use margins, push them down, to push 7, 8, 80. And then we have some other number, 200, let's say. 0, 60, 60, 70, 80, 82, 2, 10, 20, 22. So this is what we made so far. So I want a border. Border, solid, 20 pixels, and then the color. And then no background. So that's how to get kind of that. So then I need a border radius, border radius. How about 50 pixels? So that's what I've made so far. So how do I get just a piece of it? If I do, what is it, border color, border. I could do multiple colors on border color. I know I want the top. So I can do like bits and pieces of that, right? But that doesn't match what I need. I need just pieces and parts of this. So that doesn't help me. But that is an interesting fact about borders. And this is what it looks like when you got a border radius. And that's kind of a neat effect. That's a neat effect, but again, it doesn't help us. So I want to make this, so my options are I can do border radius 50, 0? Well, that gives me part of what I want. Really, I want 50 pixels, 50 pixels. And that doesn't really help me. I really want to do just 50 pixels. And I think the way I'm going to solve this is to make this taller. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to use a clip path. I think that's how I want to do this. One of my solutions yesterday involved a clip path, and it was a very complicated or relatively complicated clip path. This one is going to be a little simpler. So we just want the top corner, top left corner, 100% 0, and then some number, 100%, 100 pixels down, and then 50%, 100 pixels down, and then 50%, 100%, and then 0, 100%. Is that right? No, that's not quite right. We have that kind of going. So what am I doing wrong? Oh, 0. Oh, because I don't actually want to be at 100%. I want to be a little bit less low. How about 80? 80, yeah, okay. That's the realm. So I need, yeah, so I can't go all the way to the bottom because that's not what I'm doing. 71, 2, 3, 4. So does 74 do it? How about 75? 75. 73. How about 120 pixels? And 120 pixels. 3, 4, 5. 150 pixels? 140 pixels. That's it. Oh, and I'm too low. So I need this one to be a little bit higher as well. So what is that? How about 80 and 80? How about 70 and 70? How about 65 and 65? Okay, that'll do it. So when I make a second one, now it's off the page right now because of the margins. I need to scale it and do, so on the x-axis, it's -1, and then on the vertical axis, it's 1. All right, so now when I add a negative value here, there it is. And then I'm going to flip these numbers. Move the 222 here and the 82 here. Oh, no, that's not right. That's not right. Let's just put it over top, and then we'll use a translate to move it over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I'm gonna do a translate. Why not? Translate. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, something like that. 140. There it is. Okay. So our last piece is going to be a radial gradient that I hope will be straightforward. Oh, there's radiation. Haven't seen that in a while. It auto-completes radial gradient as radiation, and I don't know why. Radial gradient at 50% 0. Circle. This color, 50 pixels. Transparent, 0. And for some reason we don't see anything. Oh, because there's an extra comma. And there it is. And let's move that down. 0. There. That looks like a match. So I can not do transparent and not do it as background color, just do it as the second color point. And I think we've got a solution, because that is simply a half circle. If these sides of this circle in here were a little taller, then we would have a problem. But I like that solution. This translate is a little on the dodgy side. We could do it as a margin, but that's just fine too. Let's minimize and do a few little tune up things, few character removals, nothing major. We don't care for perfect. We just like to make the shapes. We like to make the shapes. I want to go a little Bob Ross on you here. We just make a happy little element on the HTML page, and minify and replace, and submit for our final score. It is a troublesome time for the planet. Lots of people are having a hard time. There's a lot of political news and very stressful news, a lot of anxiety being produced. That sucks. So be good to yourself, be good to each other, and go make a web page. Bye.